A few days ago, America celebrated and honored the dead Memorial 2026, Memorial Day, or Decoration Day originally. And I did not hear enough about these men on the TV, on the announcements. They spoke about other veterans of different wars, some about World War II, Vietnam, and Korea. And I honor those men and women. They're all heroes. But what I did not hear enough about were the men and the women who fought all the way from the Revolutionary War, including the French and Indian War when we were not yet even a country, but the Revolutionary War and many wars before then, and the Civil War. The Civil War was the war that brought the states back together. We wouldn't have the United States of America the way we do today. Are there problems in our country? Yes. Are there people who do wrong? You better believe it. But these men and the women behind them, and there were women that actually fought in the U.S. Civil War, unofficially, but they did. They're heroes. They fought for a lot of ideas. They fought for freedom for an entire pigmentation, an entire segment of society. These men are heroes. And every person that fought in the Civil War for the Union needs to be remembered, needs to know what that did for our country. And the men and women who fought for the Confederacy must be remembered as well, though I believe they made the worst decisions of their lives if they were okay with slavery. Slavery is never okay. And this is not to offend the people living in the South or descendants, but slavery is never okay. Were those men heroes for their country, their beliefs? Sure. They fought and died just as much as the Union men and women did. We shouldn't forget either side. That's part of our history. So to the larger media of the United States, your NBCs, your ABCs, your Fox, your Newsmax, and your CBS, and all in between, and the local stations who did not honor these men. How dare you? How dare you not honor these men and women?
That's disgusting.
We will honor these men. As long as I'm alive, I will remember these men. I will thank these men, and that will do it too. And I hope that each and every one of you, if anybody bothers to watch this video, which I highly doubt, but if anybody on the face of the earth watches this video, say a silent prayer if you believe in a higher power, and thank these men and ask these men and women to rest in peace, and ask them to go into the special light if they forgot when they were killed and or died. Honor these men. America wouldn't even exist the way it does today. We would have had the divided states. We really kind of do now already, but that's another video. But there would not have been a southern USA. It would have been, the North would have been USA, and then all the South would have been the Confederacy of America. We would have been broken in two. And I believe we would have failed. So when you wake up today, now that you're awake, But before you go anywhere, if you're watching this video, before you do anything else, honor every man and woman that ever fought for freedom, ever put on a uniform. And remember these men and women of the U.S. Civil War, each and every one of these spirits and men and women. You are heroes. So to the spirits of every soldier, every sailor, and every man and woman that ever put on that uniform from the beginning of our nation, and who wears it today, men and women, you're heroes. But especially to the men and the women who saved our nation, who listened to the words of Abraham Lincoln, a Republican president, wanted to heal a nation. I thank these men and women. And to the spirits of every single person in this cemetery, please rest in peace. Please go into the special light. And to these men, these heroes, you have done your duty. You saved a nation. And you freed a whole segment of that nation. Thank you, and God bless you, and may God bless America.